You know what makes a Steam Deck so freaking cool? Indie games. And a dose of questionable emulation, but mostly indie games. And obviously, the Steam Deck's portable form factor, meaning you can sink a lot of hours while being on the toilet if need be. Here's the thing about these little weird indie games, okay? They are more captivating than the big AAA games, and they cost pennies on the dollar in comparison. They somehow form these psychological bonds that cause deep, repetitive addiction in their game loop design, logging hours comparable to even the best MMOs. Like, seriously, I've spent the equivalent of 8 work weeks on some of these smaller indie titles. And you want to know which indie game I've been foaming at the mouth for the most? That is Vampire Crawlers. Why? Simple. It's OG dungeon crawling mixed with vampire stuff. What's not to love? It's also from the guys who made Vampire Survivors, which is definitely in my top 5 indie games. And yes, it is better than Brotato. Don't fight me. It's kind of become the standard now for indie games to release with Steam Deck verification because, let's be honest, I'm not trying to sit properly at my desk for an indie game that I would much rather be playing in the most inhuman position imaginable on a couch that I'm pretty sure is dislocating my back. Now that's peak gaming. I'm excited because Vampire Crawlers is going to be the indie game in my household easily for the next 3 months. It just dropped on Steam this week and it's going very well for these guys. Literally within a day of its release, it's already gotten overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, which makes me super proud of the devs for this game because I really love the world aesthetic they made in Vampire Survivors, and to see it expounded on in Vampire Crawlers is honestly just so freaking cool. Oh yeah, and the devs made sure to make this game launch with it being Steam Deck verified, which means all the Steam Deck bros and YouTubers will be using this in their thumbnails for the weeks to come, including myself, because I need the AdSense to pay these freaking bills. Vampire Crawlers, for all of you who are unaware, is quite literally just a roguelite deck builder in a vampire world. And don't take me using the word just in a negative way. Like, honestly, that's all you really need for this game to be good. The art style is very charming. It looks super great on the Steam Deck. It really leans into that old school, heavy on the pixels kind of art style. What separates this game, in my opinion, from other deck builders is really the fact that you're actually crawling through dungeons. You can actually navigate through the dungeon like the old school dungeon crawlers. I think that's really freaking cool. There's a lot of deck builders that just kind of have you sitting at one screen, swapping out cards and playing runs, but I really love the fact that my deck gets to have combat features within an actual navigational dungeon that I get to explore, which I thought was really cool. Like, imagine Slay the Spire, but instead of tapping through a node map, you're actually walking grid by grid through a creepy pixel dungeon, turning corners, not knowing what's going to jump out at you. That's the hook for me with this game. It's been really fun to play through, and it flips the genre on its head in the best way. I've been very excited. I'm so glad this game has finally come out. The core mechanic in this game is called Turbo Turn, and basically it means you aren't sitting around waiting for animations to finish before you play your next hand. You can just rip right through them as fast as you want, and the game will keep up with you. It's a turn-based deck builder that is honestly something fast and very fun on the Steam Deck. And oh yeah, all your favorite weapons and characters from Vampire Survivors, well, they're back, but they're cards now. The evolutions are still in the game, which is really cool. You can slot gems into your cards to double damage or cut mana cost, for instance, which is basically crack for any of you theory crafters out there. Between runs, you can actually upgrade your village with meta progression, so even if you die horribly, and you probably will, you're still earning points that carry over into the next run. This game really knows how to hook your brain. It launches with 161 achievements, which is just so freaking fun. Also, the main theme song for this game is done by Yoko Shimomura, you know, the Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15 composer, on a $10 indie game. Prepare to ascend, my boys.
You're over, Sora. No!
It's really cool. This game is basically dropped on every platform at once. You got Steam, PS5, Xbox, Switch, and Switch 2. And it's even on Game Pass, which is really cool. And it's going to be coming to mobile version later this year. So you've got no excuse to not try this game. I've been playing this game for days, and honestly, I'm feeling really blessed because I actually have a couple of flights coming up and a partial cross-country trip coming up, which means I get some alone time with this game, which is just what I need to really sink in some unimaginable and inhuman amount of hours. Now, I get that indie games might not be for everyone, and deck builders are even more niche, but two things. Number one, just look at the reviews, okay? And number two, you might just need to let go of your definition of gaming so you can enjoy different experiences. Trust me, Call of Duty is slop. You really need to try an indie game. It's 2026, okay? Oh, what's that? You want some other recommendations on indie games? Okay, I got you. Behold, a micro video within my video because my standalone list videos don't do so well. So enjoy my top 5 indie games on Steam Deck within 60 seconds. Let's go. Number 1 should be no surprise, Vampire Survivors. You're going to slay hordes of monsters while you power level to become a god. Number 2, Ball Pit. Bullet hell mixed with farming. Number 3, Clover Pit. Gambling addiction is cool, but seriously don't play if you're trying to avoid relapse. Number 4 is Noita. I'm just going to say, just prepare to die a lot and you're going to suffer in underground tight places. So yeah, just embrace yourself for that one. And number 5 is War Sim. Detox your brain from high intensity visuals while you slaughter villages in text-based format. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm very hopeful about the state of the Steam Deck and indie games in general. They've become almost inseparable in their delivery, which just makes owning a Steam Deck feel that much more amazing and really gives me peace about building out my indie library on the Steam versus, Nintendo, because I can have my Steam games in various formats and on various devices, and I know they're not going to go anywhere soon or turn into basically diskless games or cartridges that don't have any information on them. I can have my games forever. Okay, so yes, in conclusion, Vampire Crawlers absolutely rocks. It's literally $9.99 right now, and I guarantee you that you will play this game for 100 hours at least. I certainly did that with Vampire Survivors. Anyway, this indie game rocks. I've really been enjoying it so far. Really excited to take it on the road with me. I guarantee you that you will really enjoy it. If you got a Steam Deck, it kind of feels like a must buy, even though we're this early in its release cycle. Again, look at the reviews, man. They are absolutely positive. It's hit overwhelmingly positive from the jump, which really tells me Vampire Survivors was not just a stroke of luck. Okay, these developers really know how to make a fun game and keeping it cheap, which is really what we need in 2026, where the prices of gas honestly cost a few kidneys. So hope you enjoy the video, nerds. Oh wait, I almost forgot. We must spin the Wheel of Fortune, boys. Okay, you know the drill. I'm going to spin the Wheel of Fortune, and whatever it lands on, that is what you must do. No exceptions. You must comply with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, boys, here's our wheel and ads because I don't have any ad blockers. Let's spin this thing, all right? Let's see what we're going to get. We must comply with the wheel. Oh my gosh, spam cog in the comments, boys. That's right. I am the king of grandmas. That's right. Spam cog in the comments, boys. That's right. I want to see 10,000 KOG or King of Grandma in the comments. Tell your grandma I said hi. Have a great freaking weekend, nerds. I will see you in the next video. Bye.